Okay, hi guys. This is going to be a really quick video. It's trading using the RSI and then entering it with the VDub 1 minute strategy. I've had a lot of people ask me about this strategy, how to use it, and also how to cut out any fake signals. Now, to cut out the fake signals means that there will be less signals taken, but then obviously that means your ITM rate is going to go up a lot more in comparison to before, when more fake signals were coming through. So as mentioned, this isn't trading a 60-second trade. It's using the 1 minute trading technique, the 60-second trades, for a 10-minute entry. And what I mean by that is using the RSI in relation to it and comparing them to actually enter the trade. So what I'm going to do is show you how to set it all up from a blank chart. So here I have a complete blank chart here. I'm going to go to indicators. First of all, I'm going to search the RSI. We've added that one in. Next thing, I'm going to go VDUB. And we're going to go to the 3_V2 final strategy. And that one's added in there. So you don't need to worry about these big purple lines here. In fact, what we could actually do, because all we're looking for is the triangles. So potentially we could take off all of these and we'll just check in if my chart's not zooming in. There we go. Okay, yeah, so we could do that. You could minus everything apart from the shapes. So take off all the plots. And background color, take off all the plots. If you wanted to, if you're a bit picky and saying the chart's a bit too messy. So there we go. So I've taken off all the ticks, all the checkpoints, and I've just left the two shapes on. So as you can see, that means that we're left with the buy and the sell signals. So just seeing if there's anything else to make it. No, so we'll just stick with the arrows. So what we're going to do is a triangle down. There we go. And what we're going to do with the RSI, and essentially what the RSI is, if anyone doesn't know, the RSI uses the, say for instance we have 14 close, 14 periods moving average, for instance, is an explanation. It will take the last 14 candles, okay, and it will average it out onto a graph like this. Now a lot of people actually use this to trade as well, use support and resistance to trade onto a chart, but that's just a bit too technical. We just want to stick to the simple stuff. So what you want to do, you want to go to settings, so formats, okay, and first of all on inputs we change 14 to 20. So now this will take the last 20 candles, so it gives us a better average instead of the last 14, because the last 14 could fluctuate a lot more, whereas the last 20, there might be a bit of fluctuation, but it's more of a consistent average. So we take the last 20, we then go to style, upper band we want to set to a red because that's our sell, lower band will be a green, that's our buy. We want to set the setting on the lines to 1, 2, 3, same again, 1, 2, 3, and the price line we change to 75, 25. So I hope you guys are still following me. I hope you're still with me on this one. It's quite simple. So after you've done that, what we're looking for on a trade to enter would be, so I'm just trying to find the example. Let me zoom out quickly. And as soon as I zoom out, I find an example. There we go. So what we're looking for is this RSI line to pierce either the reds or the green lines. So we could call these our support and resistance lines, just to make it simpler. So this one just here, you can see it's pierced it. It's formed the candle, which has made it stay above there. And then what you want to do is you want to use the VDub to enter the trade. Okay, so the RSI gives us the first indication that there's going to be a reversal. It's so, for example, over here, it's been overbought. You know, traders have bought up this currency. The prices have ramped up like this. RSI is up here, and it's telling us that, you know, this asset, so for instance, gold, is not worth what the price it's been paid for, so it needs to come back down a bit. Okay, so the market will have, you know, a section where it's going to wait and then it's going to suddenly drop. Likewise, if it's been oversold, it's going to come down through this green line and we'll be expecting a buy. So it just gives us that indication. The second indication to actually to take the trade, to enter the trade, will be, let me minus this so you can actually see, will be this arrow up here. So it's quite hard to see because my scroller's not working at the moment. It's not letting me scroll around. But as you can see, that arrow there has told us to enter it. Okay, and we're also cross-referencing with our RSI. Okay, so this one here has pierced the red line. And what we're looking for is a reversal. So what we'd do would enter a 10-minute trade. So as soon as you get this arrow, we're not waiting for the candle to form, otherwise it's going to be too late. Okay, so as soon as you get this arrow, so probably around here, you would start to get the arrow to sell. You'd take the trade for a sell, and then obviously it would come in, you'd win. This would be the first example. We'd scroll through and look for a second example. Here, it's just touched the line. And as you can see, I've already gone and circled these areas. It's told us to sell, and once again take a 10-minute trade, and there you go, it would have sold and you would have won that one. Obviously you get signals like this telling you to buy, but when we look, RSI isn't low enough for us to take the trade. You could risk it, but obviously it's not giving you that good of an indication that it would reverse. You could enter this trade, it could continue falling down, just like here it's told us to buy, but it's come down, it's told us to buy, it happened to go up, but it could have kept coming down. Over here we have a lovely example. Just using the RSI, it's pierced it here around this candle. We've waited for a sell signal, we've got the sell signal up here, and then there you go, would have won the 10-minute trade. Same again down here, you've got the buy signal, it's pierced the line, you wait for the buy signal, you take the buy signal. So that's why we have it red and green, so it just helps us, gives us that confirmation. If you're unsure, if you forget, if you're rushing, you might just forget that that's a sell and that's a buy. You might get a buy signal when the RSI is out, leave it. You're wanting to wait for a sell signal, okay? So one XAU USD, that's silver if anyone doesn't know. That's gold if anyone doesn't know. Silver is XAG USD. So anyone that knows chemistry, XAU is gold, XAG is silver. I haven't even searched copper. I think copper's CU. No, copper's not CU. Let's completely scratch that anyway. So next we're just going to look at different examples. The Euro USD, there we go. Pierce the RSI and we've had a sell signal. We would have took a 10-minute trade. Once again, pierce the RSI, we've had a sell signal, 10-minute trade. And I'm not saying this strategy is 100% accurate, but I've found this to be very consistent. Okay. And up here again, it's just touching the RSI, just underneath it. I always like to wait for it to, you know, tell me to enter, but obviously we've waited, we've had a signal, we've taken a signal, we would have won that one. Okay, now for anyone starting out with a small balance, let me just draw a picture of an example. So obviously you're starting with a small balance. What you're looking to do, we'll get rid of that, we'll draw another one, is basically exponentially grow your account. Okay, so the way I look at it is you want to be taking 5 trades, and those 5 trades want to be winning every day. Maybe 4 out of 5, 5 out of 5, that's what you're aiming for, okay? You don't just want to break even, you want to actually make more than you've put in. So say you start at 250, what you'd be looking at around here, if you're at 250, let's say you want to be doing $20 a trade, okay? And that's the set here. say for instance, you've got a bigger starting balance. Maybe you want to be going for $50 a trade. Take 4-5 trades a day. Those 4 or 5 trades a day would give you probably 130, 140, 160, 70 pounds that you didn't have. Okay, so the idea of this is not to be greedy, it's just to take 4 to 5 trades a day. Don't exhaust the system, just keep it simple. Take those 4 and 5 trades a day. So after a week, you could then, for instance, be taking $50 trades, and hopefully by, within 2 weeks, you could be looking at $100 a trade or £100 a trade, taking 4 to 5 trades a day. Okay, and hopefully by the end of it, if you've increased your balance enough, we could be looking at 600 to potentially 1,000 a trade. Okay, and just say, for example, we'll put this here, and if you're taking 4 of those trades a day, okay, so say for example, you're taking 4 trades of, say, 600. Okay, 6, 12, 18, 24 would be your finished result at the end of the day if they all won. Just giving you an example. And then say, for example, the average payout would be 80%. So we'll times that by 0.8, which will give us a return of 1920. And you're making that in a day. Okay, so if you're consistently doing this, potentially by the end of a month, if you're timesing that by 30 days, say for instance you might lose some, it's inevitable that some will lose. You're not always going to win, but this strategy, the aim of it is to be as consistent as possible. But say for instance you're taking that much a day on a trade, at the end of a month you could be looking at a return on your investment of that. But this isn't a get rich quick scheme, guys. It's like I always say to everyone, you want to go slow at it, you want to be consistent, and you'll find you'll be returning a lot more over a period of months than someone who's rushed it, not knowing what they're doing. They're trying to smash out as much trades as they can, and they're just losing the trades. They might have made a lot, but they would have lost a lot as well, where you'd only risk a small amount as well. And also I'd like to go over compounding methods, which people always ask me, what's the best way to build up an account? I say compound. Okay, so what you want to be doing, you want to have 20. Okay, you risk 20, so your risk is 20, and then you get a return. So what you need to do, you need to win 3 trades in a row. Okay, so you risk 20. Okay, after 20 you'll get a return of about 37. So let's make this very clear for everyone. Risk 20, return, let's say 37. Risk 37 for return of, so I'm just going, I'm literally completely going, completely guessing here right now. But I'll just say 60, okay? And then you want to take one more trade, and you want to risk the 60 you've just made. So you're only risking your initial 20 and the rest is profit. So you risk the 60, and then potentially you'll be looking at a return of just under 100. Okay, and that's in 3 trades. So trades 1, trades 2, trades 3. Really simple. Okay, so trades 1, you've risked 20, you get a return of 37. Trade 2, risk 37, get 60. Trade 3, risk 60, get 100 back. Trade 4, you might be asking what we do. Simple answer is go back to 20. So then that means you're risking 20 again. You've made 100, okay? And out of that 100, you've only risked 20. So with this, you have 80. Essentially, you have £80 profit. And what that does, that gives you 4 chances to compound this method again. So compounding it again. So you just exactly what you did here, right? You just copy what you did. It's so simple. It's it gets overlooked so much because it's so simple. You just keep restarting, so you're not risking that much, but you're making a lot, and that's the best way to build up your account. And that's basically the strategy that a lot of people are using, who are just starting out. It's really simple to follow. If you're just starting out, that's something I'd recommend. Also, just as on a final note, if you want to join the WhatsApp group, check the description below. Just text the number. It's my number. A lot of people just assume it's going through to a secretary. I don't know why, but it's me who's replying. Okay, if you have any questions, just text that number. If you want to join the group, just text the number, and I'll get back to you. But thanks for watching anyway.